And I've got my egg yolk and my egg in here in a bowl. I'm just going to beat that up. Right, so the butter is nearly ready now. You want the butter to turn a nice nutty brown color. And this is going to give the cookies a nice caramelized taste. You see the color change in that?
Yeah.
Give that a stir. Now the next thing we need to do is stick this melted butter into the freezer. All right, so I've got my white chocolate, I've got my peanuts, and I've got my almonds. The almonds I'm going to stick into a pan, and I'm going to toast them up a bit, bring out all of those oils, get a much nicer flavor out of it. So they only need 3-4 minutes in a hot pan, okay? In the meantime, I want to chop up the chocolate. So any type of white chocolate will do. You can use cooking chocolate. All right, so we want them in fairly decent chunks. You see that there? It's quite big, those chunks of chocolate, all right? So move that to one side. And same thing with your peanuts. Give them a light chop so that we get a bit of an even spread of peanuts throughout the mixture. These are salted peanuts. I know it sounds a bit strange, yeah, but it really, really works in this recipe. So you can see it's very rough, very chunky. There's my almonds, they're nicely toasted. So give those a nice chop up as well. This is the other butter, so this is the 100 grams of butter extra that we didn't melt, okay? And this goes in first to the mixer. On top of that, I've got regular sugar. Get your sugar in there on top of the margarine, or on top of the butter, sorry. And just start to put this on a low speed so that it starts to break down a little bit. And once this is broken down, we're going to go and get the other butter from the freezer and add it in. You're going to scrape it in on top of the rest of the butter and the sugar. All right, so I'm just going to whip this. Now, it's important to mix this until it starts to turn a little bit pale. All right, it should be a little bit white. I'm going to raise up the speed again. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes to get that the right texture. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the egg. So this is the egg yolk, 1 egg yolk. Well, I've got my vanilla extract, and this is going to go in there too. And again, raise up the speed a little bit so it goes nice and creamy. All right, so I'm going to start to add in my flour, and just throw that in all at the same time. Also, the salt that's in the recipe, that goes in there now. And the baking soda. See the way my mixture isn't 100% mixed together? You can still see some of the dry flour in there, can you? All right, so that's when we want to start adding in the peanuts and the other ingredients like the chocolate and the almonds. So they go in there now. It's a very quick recipe and very easy as well. And down again. Now this time, you don't want to mix it too much. So go in there. 5 or 6 stirs about. Next thing you need to do is slowly bring it together into a nice solid ball. So you can see how nice that is there now, nice and smooth. You can still see a little bit of the flour at the bottom of the bowl. Next thing you want to do, sheet of baking paper down. All right, and get that dough and just stick it in the middle there. And we want to roll it into like a sausage. The good thing about this is you can make like triple this recipe. And you can add any fillings. It doesn't have to be white chocolate and almond and peanut. I mean, you can do anything you want. You can do simple chocolate chips if you want. So you can see how I rolled the dough, the cookie dough, into a nice sausage shape. So just take it up to the end of the parchment paper, turn it, tuck in the sides, and give it a roll. Now, it's important that this goes into the freezer or into the fridge for 2 hours. All right, so I have one that I made last week. I've got a few baked already. So when it comes out, It's nice and solid. And you just simply cut it. I like them fairly thick, so that's it. And this is the thing about this. So if you keep this mixture in the freezer, you can literally have nice fresh cookies every morning. Because you take off, you cut off how many you want to bake. You bake them, you stick the rest into the freezer. So highly recommend make 25 times the recipe to have cookies for the rest of the year.
Oh, great.
Okay, so this goes into an oven. If you cook it less, it will be softer in the center and chewy like an American cookie. If you want your cookies to be crisp so that they snap when you break them, then leave them for 17, 18 minutes, but reduce the heat to about 155 degrees so that they don't burn at the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna have some cookies ready in about 8 or so minutes.
We need to defrost.
No, you don't have to. 5-6 minutes on the kitchen counter is enough. And a hot knife, dip the knife into some boiling water and then cut your cookies. Because this mix takes a lot of moisture, so it can handle loads of moisture, you could chop up some fresh banana and peanut, like have banana and peanut. The reason that we're doing this recipe today is this is literally the ingredients I have at home. You know, and I think this is the whole idea behind this project. We want people cooking with what they have at home. So most people have butter, flour. I'm pretty sure everybody's got some chocolate at home, yeah? So these are the ones that I've made. All right, so as you can see, they're fairly big cookies, you know, and they don't spread out so much, so they're not much bigger than they were when they went in raw. All right, ladies, that's it for today then.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You
too.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye. Bye. See you.
Bye.
Cool, it was really fun. I like the recipe. And it's a quick one.
This
Cool.
was only 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you smell it, can you? I wish we had smell-o-vision. It's the brown butter, ladies, really. The brown butter just knocks this out of the park.